Hi, Kasturi here from Completeness. Today I'm going to show you how to do a very simple one colour granny square for beginners. So I'm going to start off by doing a magic loop, and if you don't know how to do one of these, I've got another video showing you and I'll put the link in the description bar for you. So I'll just start off by doing a magic loop for starting. I'm just going to tug that a little bit tighter so that I can hold it with my fingers. So to start with, you need to do a 3 chain, and we've already done 1 chain as part of our magic loop, so I'm going to do another 2 chains followed by 2 trebles. So your first 3 chains count as your first treble, and then we're going to do another 2 so that you have a little cluster of 3 trebles, which is your first 3 chains count as your fake one, and then you have 2 proper trebles. So that's your first little clump of trebles. Now we're going to do the first corner, which is 2 chains, and we're going to do exactly the same again, which is 3 trebles into your magic circle. 1, 2, 3. So that's 2 sides of your square, 1 corner. We're just going to do your second corner, which will be 2 chains. We're going to do your third side, which is another 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. And now you've done 3 sides and 2 corners. So we're going to do another 2 chains for your third corner, and another 3 trebles for the last side of your square. 1, 2, 3, and another 2 chains for your last corner. 1, 2. Now I'm just going to join this into the top stitch of that first initial 3 chain. So I'm just going to put my hook into there, do a slip stitch by pulling the yarn through the first stitch and through the other loop on the hook. I'm just going to tighten up my magic circles. You can see now what we've done. We've got the 4 squares and 4 corners. So when you're making a granny square, you're doing most of your stitches into these big holes here, which are your corners. So I'm just going to slip stitch across to the next hole by putting my hook through the top of the next stitch, doing 1 slip stitch into the next one, and these slip stitches are just moving us across to the next big hole, which is in the corner. And now I'm in the corner of my square now. So I'm going to do the same as before. I'm going to do my first fake treble, which is 3 chains, and another 2 trebles to make a little clump of 3. Now on this row, because it's a bit bigger, we're going to have 2 clumps of 3 trebles in each corner. So I've done my first group, and then I'm going to do my 2 chains for the corner and do another 3 trebles into the corner. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 2 groups of 3 trebles coming out of 1 hole, and that's our first corner done. To get across to the next corner, I have to do 1 chain, and then I'm going to do another set of 3 trebles into the next corner hole. 1, 2, 3, 2 chains, and another set of 3 trebles into that same corner from the first round. 1, 2, 3. So we've now done the bottom of our square. We've got 2 sets of trebles on this corner, 2 sets of trebles on this corner. I'm going to do 1 chain to go across to my next corner, and then 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 2 chains because I'm in a corner, and then another 3 trebles into that same hole from the row below. 2, 3. So that's 3 corners done of the square. I'm going to do 1 chain to get me across to the next corner. 1, 2, 3. 3 trebles done in a little group there. So now I've got to do 2 chains for the corner and another 3 chains, 3 trebles to make the final part of the final corner. 2, 3. 1 chain to get me across to the next blob. I'm going to do the same as the row below. I'm going to join with a slip stitch into the top of this initial 3 chain. So I'm going to put my hook through, pull the yarn through and pull it through the loop on the hook. And that's 2 rounds completed of our granny square. So I'll just show you again. Pull some more yarn through so we've got plenty to be going on with. I'm going to slip stitch across to the corner, same as I did before, into the next stitch across, and then into the corner itself. So you can see they're quite big holes that we're working out of, so they're really easy to hold on to. That's the good thing about granny squares, they're nice and quick and easy to do. I'm going to do the 3 chains to start me off on the next round. That's my first fake treble. 2 normal trebles. That's my first little clump of trebles there. I'm going to do 2 chains for the corner and another 3 trebles into the same space, that same corner space that you did the other 3 into. So basically every corner from now on has the 6 trebles and the 2 chain in the corner. So we're going to move along to the next hole now, which is here. So I'm going to do 1 chain, and then into this hole I'm going to do 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. I need another 1 chain to get me across to the corner, and now I'm going over to the corner, so I need 2 groups of 3 trebles with the 2 chains in the corner. So that's 2, 3, 2 chains, another 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3, all into that same corner space. So I've done my 2 corners. We have 1 blob in the middle this time, and we're working across this way. So we're not in the corner yet, we're in the middle. So we do 1 chain, and then 3 trebles into that big hole there, halfway along the side. 2, 3, 1 chain to take me across to the next hole. 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3, 2 chains because it's a corner, and another set of 3 trebles into the hole. 1, 2, 3. 1 chain to get me across to the other side. 3 trebles in that hole. 1, 2, 3. Another chain to take me across to the next corner. I'm going to do 3 trebles in there. 1, 2, 3. 2 chains because it's a corner, and another set of 3 trebles to finish off the other side of the corner. Now 1 more chain to do our final blob, which is on our 4th side. 1, 2, 3. 1 chain, and then we just join up with a slip stitch into the top of the first treble of that round. So there we have it. I'll just tug the middle a little bit more, and there is our completed 3 rows of granny squares. And if you want, you can do as many rows as you want. You'll just carry on the slip stitch across to the corner, do your 3 chains, and carry on like that around as big as you want to. Thanks for watching.